Our safety audit's coming back with a ton of findings. Well, I want to give you the exact process that I use to get 0 findings and pass clean every single time. I'm Brad with Murdoch Manufacturing. Thank you so much for watching another one. I started on the floor as cleanup, worked my way up to a GM, and I'm giving you all the tips and experience and lessons I've learned along the way. And now we're going to talk about safety audits. So let's get straight into it. The way that we ran safety audits, there's a lot of gurus out there that seem to think that you need to have a bunch of check boxes and you need to do it a certain way and have this built out sheet. I do not agree with that. And I'm going to tell you why as we go through the video. So the first thing that I disagree with that a lot of people do is having the safety manager do it. Now, if you have a small plant, go ahead. That's probably the only person who can do it. But if you have multiple shifts, a lot of volume of people at your plant, you should have a safety rep on every single shift. And the reason for that is because a safety manager, everyone doesn't want to talk to them. They're manager, right? So they clam up, they don't want to be divulging too much information about different things. They don't want to come across as a complainer, so they withhold what they want truly think. If you get a peer to do it, they're going to be more open to speak and to open up about the issues that they're seeing on the floor. Also, you never want to have the same shift and the same time that the audit's being done on. You always want to mix it up, and you always want to make sure you're doing it when the entire plant is operating. If you're running your shift at nighttime on a graveyard shift or something like that, when there's no shipping and receiving, most of the maintenance people are gone or what have you, you're not going to find the full scope of really what the audit's intended to find, right? So you want to do it when everyone is there and all departments are operating. So what does it look like? The first thing is when you do your audit, you need to be doing the entire property. I've heard so many times people only go out and when they do their audits, on their checkbox and their list that they have, you got to do the maintenance department, shipping and receiving. That limits your ability to see what's truly out there and can cause a problem and an issue, especially if OSHA comes around. You need to have your whole plant, the entire property looked at. Where I was working before, we had catwalks going all over the place up onto the roof of the plant. We went up there for all of our safety audits. We went everywhere that we could safely go and anyone else can reach. So you're gonna walk around the entire plant and you're gonna take a clipboard and a piece of paper, blank piece of paper. That's all you need. And as you're going around, you're gonna start writing down everything you see. Tools left out, maybe your guards are missing or off, they weren't put back on. Maybe your eye wash stations are open and the eye wash bottles are missing. Those are the things you're gonna look down and you're gonna document it. On top of that, you're also gonna be talking to every single employee and you're gonna be asking them, first off, if they have all their PPE. Whatever your regulations and your rules are for PPE, you're checking that as you're going. On top of that, when you're talking to every single one of your employees, you're asking them if they have any safety issues. And this is super important. Who's better to know if there's a safety issue than the people who are literally working that spot? So you should be asking every single person about any safety issues and documenting it. So you're documenting everything down, you're writing it down with clear notes so you can go back and type it up later. But the other important thing is that if you do find something that can be fixed immediately, do it right away. You shouldn't be waiting to pass this off to your safety manager or whatever you do with it. You should be dealing with it on the spot. If there's a guard off, put it on. If there's a mirror missing and you got a maintenance department that's sitting, in the back corner twiddling their thumbs, as we all know they do. No, I'm just kidding. You go ahead and you get them over there and you put it on. You get it dealt with right then and there on shift. You don't have to wait. So after the walk is done, the next thing we did is we got that safety rep to immediately type it up in nice, clear notes, but you're typing it up and you're emailing it directly over to the safety manager. Now, from there, the safety manager is going to go ahead and prepare for the safety meeting. What we did is we would do the safety audit 1 week before the safety meeting, and we would always make sure that the safety rep who did the audit was going to be at the meeting. Now, we always had 4 shifts. They overlapped. On or I should say they're constantly rotating, but it's important that whoever does the audit needs to be at the meeting, and we would always make sure that another safety rep from another shift came. So we always did it right at shift change. We paid a little bit of overtime to each of them, one to come in early, one to stay a little bit late. And our safety manager was there, both safety reps. Sometimes the supervisor would be there and the maintenance manager. And I'll tell you exactly why you need the maintenance manager there. So what would we do during the safety meeting? We would read over the last week's or last month's minutes, make sure that nothing was forgotten. We would go through the latest audit. Again, that's why it's important for that rep to be there who did the audit. We would go over all the things that were found. We would also make sure we went over everything that was fixed. We wanted to make sure that it was. We reviewed all incidents that have taken place, including all first aid logs, go over all of those. And the main thing that we're doing with all this is we're deciding on the corrective actions. We would get things fixed. We would write down who owns it and when they would get it fixed by. The next thing we'd have to do is close the loop. What would happen is the safety manager would take the safety meeting, all the notes, all the corrective actions, who's gonna own it and all those different things, and he would type it up and he would send it out to all the safety reps, typically within a week's time. The safety reps would get it, and it was their job to close the loop and make sure that all of the employees knew about what was going on. We would always bring each person in 1 to 2 at a time into the office while not stopping our production. We had floater cleanup guys who could relieve people. And we would have our safety reps read through the minutes and have every employee sign off so no one can say that they didn't know about a new change that was put in place. This is super easy to do. Again, it's all about communication, it's all about execution, it's all about consistency, and it's all about incorporating multiple people so you have different set of eyes doing the audits. If you have the same person doing it all the time, you're gonna get the same results. And make sure you walk the entire property. So important to not having any OSHA findings. So this is the system that worked for us. The reason for that is consistency. The employees felt safe to talk to one of their peers. Issues got fixed fast because it was documented, discussed, and followed up every single month. It's not complicated. It's just consistency built on trust that we had with the employees. That's the system that worked for me. If your plant is dealing with any safety issues, near misses, please grab my free safety checklist from the toolkit below. It will be in the description. Also, if you just wanted to talk to me, get my input on what you're dealing with on your audits or any other topic, please go ahead down below, again, in the description. You can drop the word consult, or there's even gonna be a link there that you can book directly. We can jump onto a free 15-minute call. I'm not selling you, charging you anything. It's just to see if I can help you. This is what I'm passionate about. Thank you so much for watching another video. I'm Brad with Murdoch Manufacturing. For more real fixes on the plant floor, please hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.